Florence is still here in Holly's place. She shakes her head when she sees you, confirming what you've already suspected.
Oh, you're back. She's still out of it. She went really hard this time.
Whatever you're thinking of, we've already thought it.
Your words stun the room into silence. It takes a few moments before anyone manages to actually say anything of substance.
Oh.
Oh,
That'll end in tears.
There's a reason we haven't done it.
You're all ears. Good luck finding the time.
She'll say she's got work.
She'll believe it, though.
I hate how much that might work.
I could talk to some folks.
kinda weird taking her on a date without asking.
She's definitely expressed interest. She just doesn't have the time. So she says. We'll let folks know to give you some space. Give you the house to yourselves as much as possible. But give her a night at least. Poor thing's still off with the fairies.
Oh well. Are we all back?
Yep, here. Just had myself a nice cold spaghetti lunch, so I'm fueled up and ready to rock.
Oh, delicious. Where did you get spaghetti?
Seems like the kind of question you don't actually want the answer to, doesn't it?
Oh, Cam, you are so resourceful. And energized, which I'm glad about. We have another full box to go through. And we all know how this works by now, so boys, go to your corners.
I feel like I'm getting punished in school. Dope.
And you, Artt, darling, right up here, front and center. Don't worry, I won't bite. At least not until you ask me to.
I hope our work this day will be a good one for Artt.
So, item 1. Chimneyland. Oh, isn't it macabre? Every time I look at this map, I feel like we're back there all over again. That one Halloween when you brought this map back. Those memories are so dark and so twisted and so... Oh, my. I'm losing control. I did not expect this process to be so invigorating.
It's quite evocative. Worth a good study.
Quite glad I'll get to see that one every day. Yum. Oh, yes. Funny sayings that people with no personality hang up on the walls. I think these were your nod to a fad that was going around. I actually admire you for these. They're on the trend while also poking fun at the trend. And honoring that brief obsession with coffee, of course. Are you getting snippy? Be very careful, darling. Your snarky attitude might have unintended consequences. So, what does their future hold?
Awesome. That coffee one will go with all the grounds I've got laying around.
That works out nicely, then. So look, nature. This is a real 4-leaf clover. Dead. Preserved. Beautiful. You brought this back from your trip to the botanical gardens. You met a guide there who took you on an unofficial tour. Alex, I think you said. And Alex picked this for you, told you to keep it always, even though you're not supposed to pick anything at all. I remember when you walked in with it, you were almost floating. I'll bet you'd forgotten you still had this. What would you like to do with it?
A tribute to a beautiful memory.
Good. The memories that bring us joy should be seen. Well, and then there's this. It's a photograph. You took this of a beach. Of course, a hot and sandy one. Not of a cold and rainy one, which, if you ask me, is the only time that a beach is not a monumental waste of time. I will never understand this fascination with beaches. But this one was special to you. Is still special, perhaps? It was a moment of great stillness for you. You took this photo to remind yourself of that moment when you felt purely happy, even if it did happen on a beach. So, what would you like to do with it?
And I can understand why. It's just beautiful. I'll put it up.
Good then. Good progress. Time to move into the educational material. This was the manual for that microwave your parents gave you before you went off to college. It was in your grandmother's house, then your mother's, and then your dorm room, and finally your apartment. I have a memory of it being very reliable, very loud, and very orange. Apparently your grandmother taught you how to make cheap brownies in it. What do you think? Light reading before bed, perhaps?
I'll take it. It's even got stains on it. Score.
Decisive today. And aren't you good at it? Oh, I'm not usually one for adorable, but look at your parents. I don't know them, of course. I only know your memories of them. And when I look at this photo, my darling, it is a good memory. What would you like to do with it?
A fine selection. I'll put it somewhere prominent.
Lovely. That ends our day's work. It's nice to see so much of me up on the walls now. A good day. Now shoot, one more day like this and we'll be done.
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. I have a very important piece to discuss with you today. I think you'll like it much more than the JMW. This one. Ah, this one. It is Japanese, done in the style of the Muromachi period. For me, it is such a wonderful evocation of the fullness of empty space and the emptiness of presence. Ecstatic. What do you think about this piece? Wonderful. Where would you like to begin? That it is. The tree, off-center, but in the foreground that beckons you in. In its relative detail compared to the rest of the image, it's almost an anchor for your conscious attention, while your unconscious mind floats away to the misty mountains in the farther frame. What about the composition touches you? Well, my, I hadn't considered that, but I believe you are right. For an artist to leave so much undone, to almost trust the viewer to complete the image with their own experience, it is brave. It is kind and trusting. The artist is our companion on this journey. You have truly moved me. Shall we display it in the gallery? And what a calm corner that shall be. Where shall we hang it? Here. Well done. A few more to go still. Let me get them prepared for viewing, and then feel free to return.
It's you. Hello. I think it went well. I wasn't sure where to start, so I just told him how much I'd enjoyed watching all the shows I'd watched. And, well, everything after that came pretty easily. We talked about the house and Sands of Time. He even gave me a few plot pointers for my sonata. It does, doesn't it? Would one say that he and I are friends now? Or is there a ritual at this point to complete the process? A start? Like the exposition in a sonata form. I think I realized something else while I was talking to Telly. That I might like to be friends with you as well. If you'll have me. Good. Telly was telling me about this documentary on landfills and how people throw away all kinds of things, including pianos. I know you aren't the composer you led me to believe you were. I know you aren't the composer you led me to believe you were. But I'm glad that I'm sitting here instead of on a pile of trash and severed limbs. Yet, I can always teach you. After my sonata. Anyway, I stand before you now, declaring my thanks and announcing my intention to be a friend to you. Did I do that right? You're supposed to announce your intention to be friends? I hope they all do. Can I ask you a personal question? Why didn't you get something new and shiny? Why a hand-me-down? I suppose that's true. Well, I have a soap opera to catch up on and a sonata to write. I'll see you around, friend.
What? This company has 5 green bean soufflés all day. 5! Well, then you tell them I'm working on it. Oh, it's you. You got something you want to order? I would love nothing more. Because here with you, the sun dims, the stars pale, the moon herself bows to the glow of your brow. Here with you is there music. I hear only the beat of my heart as it seeks the rhythm of your own through liquid dawn. Come on now. Ha ha! Thought I'd try one of Fabrizio's line. Better off being myself then. Well, anyway, what's up? Aside from the fact that I'm a stole? Sure. Mr. Cluckles? Taking 5. Oh, because it's a backstory. My mother. An old chimenea. Bless her heart. Always told me that true love blossoms in the kitchen. The reason I work so hard is to honor that saying. To me, food is the delicate act of uniting those from all walks of life. It's a brief moment where you can escape from the busyness of modern life and just enjoy. Breathe. It's a reminder that hard work often rewards us with fulfillment. I'm glad you think so. Whew. Would you like to hear a secret? I really hate raw food. It tends not to be fragrant, and it usually only simple prep work. All the satisfaction of managing heat, wafting in the aroma of roasting ingredients, waiting for everything to be done exactly right and at exactly the right time. It's all gone. It's replaced with the cold precision that is best left for hospitals. You can? You can! Please, get the word out. Raw's blah! Yes! All right, Mr. Cluckles, I'm coming. Thanks for hearing me out. Come on over sometime and I'll make you something special.
Project Get Holly to take a damn break is a go.
She thinks it's just a standard rose drop shift.
We'll keep the house clear so it's just you two.
Treat her right. We're doing it for her. Friends! Good luck. Oh, man. I wanted to say goodbye before my shift. You're all being so sneaky lately. Anyway, hi. Sorry I've been so out of it lately. Crazy flu. Same. Sick ain't fun for anyone. And now, it's back to the grind, baby. Another Venetian's Day gig, huh? Not that I'm complaining, but I got all these darn roses to hand out. A whole lot of love for a whole lot of folks. Holiday magic, baby! Oh, you remembered. Aye, aye, we're headed to where sausage gets made. Kinda.
You and Holly make your way to the kitchen at a comfortable pace for once.
Abraca kitchen! Kopi! Ram! Kopi?
No copy, only silence.
But she's always in. suppose. Kopi! Huh. Guess I'll just leave this one here. Gosh, there really are a lot of roses.
You take another casual stroll to the bedroom. Holly is right by your side, roses clutched in her arms.
Operation Sleeping Beauty. Go, go, go!
Ready, Boopa! Have you seen Kopi?
Betty is reclined on the bed, eyes shut tight and snoring comically. For a bed, she's not great at faking sleep.
Betty? Betty? Poor thing, always taking on everyone else's weight. Happy Venetians Day, Betty. Let's let her get some rest. Potty time. Potty time.
Operation Runaway Rebel is a go.
Cringe.
Zip it.
Yes, Mommy.
As you enter the bathroom, Holly does her best to get her energy back up once again.
Rebby!
But there is no Rebby, only silence.
Seriously? I guess all that quacking must really get to them. They'll never tell you, but they really love roses. Of course, but these ones aren't for me. Anyway, a rose for Rebby, and let's be on our way. Do you remember what's next? Well, aren't you studious? Off to the office we go!
And so I said, who's Terry?
That's great, Jerry, but we really need you to be quiet.
And she was all, you know, Terry.
Okay, but
And I didn't really know, but I kind of just went with it, you know, like, oh, Terry, yeah.
Code Red, Eagle is approaching. I repeat, Eagle is approaching.
I'm so sorry, Jerry.
What? Oh!
Jerry, somebody loves you.
The ruse has been holding up fairly well, but now that you've arrived at the office, Holly is beginning to look a little suspicious.
Okay, now this one is just creepy. Jerry's always got something to say or some knick-knack to show off. Usually both.
Thankfully, Holly shakes it off with a shrug.
Maybe he's on a date. Such a playboy. Good for him. One rose for Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that? Racy there.
Thank you, Dante.
Anything for Holly.
Holly bursts into the living room far ahead of you, shouting out as she goes.
Dante! Oh! He's out. Huh. And he loves roses, too. Darn. It's a little chilly without him around. Oh, but then you'll be cold. If you say so.
Holly looks down at the massive roses still left in her arms, shaking her head.
All these roses. I'm worried we missed someone, but there's no one left on the list. funny.
Holly stares at you, then down at the roses, the gears in her head turning.
Oh! From who?
Holly's jaw drops. It takes her a few moments to find the words.
There's so many. This wasn't a real shift, was it? No, but I do think I might cry. I suppose it is. Thank you. This is so very sweet. Oh, sorry. Well, when you put it like that, I suppose I could be taking better care of myself. Yeah. Maybe it is. You know, I finished work early this evening. Strange to say, but I've got some time to kill. Wanna meet me later? Help me jingle some bells? Well, come on then. Happy holiday! You're what I want for Blissmas.
Oh, look, a fantastic red shirt. If only you were a Toreador. We have just been discussing whether or not we're excited for the upcoming end of our little project.
I, for one, cannot decide. On the one hand, it means we will have completed the piece. And there's something wonderful about that. Something wonderful that we've worked on together. What we've created couldn't have been created by anyone else at any other time than by us, right now. On the other hand, we won't be in the midst of it anymore. And that's... there's so much sadness in that. I think that I'll miss you all. I'll miss this.
Such suffering on either hand. How sweet. And Cam? Cam?
Yeah? What are we talking about?
About the end of our time together. How we feel about it. I'm very ready to have it all finished at last. How about you?
Oh. Yeah, I don't care.
Apathy? What a fetching color it is on you, Cameron. Shall we get started? Of course you do. Don't be shy, dear. Stun us. Well, I'm just glad you have gone through them. And don't worry, when you make more, you can go through those too. I am a constantly renewable resource. Oh, I was wondering when we were going to get to this one. This is a photo. It's a darling photo. Of you on the toilet, taking your first all-by-yourself poop. You kept screaming for her to get the camera, and you held that little poopy in until she went and got it. I don't think your father was there. He heard about it over dinner. Shall we put this on display?
Yes. I need nothing else the rest of the day. I'm good.
Easy to please, isn't he? And it looks like we're on a roll with your childhood. Spaghetti was just not your favorite as a child, was it?
Those noodles look really familiar, actually.
My, what an amazing expression. Oh, those tears.
What shall we do with this one?
Love me some sketty.
Wonderful. Next up on the childhood railroad, you doing a lot of childhood-type things. There are a couple of them that still make me smile. You playing knights with the plunger sword. That evil dragon never stood a chance. Pretending to do your homework by wearing the book on your head. You thought it was some version of osmosis, where if the words touched you, you'd just know them. It didn't work, of course, but one can dream. Anyway, it's a lovely little collage.
Oh, I agree. What is artistic if not our own life histories?
Isn't he sweet? Of course you do. Oh, look, it's something you made. Your Plentio pasta portrait. Your teacher was quite a talented artist. She must miss you. So, what shall we do with it?
Nice. I almost never get dried pasta. Only the gooey stuff.
Congratulations, Cam. Oh, this one is a bit ironic. Your diploma, your Bachelor of Fine Arts in Customer Service. You know, no matter what happens, you still earned this. Shall we hang it? AI be damned.
That you did. The art of an achievement.
We are quite near an achievement ourselves. Oh my goodness. This is our last item. It's your graduation day from high school. We were all so proud of you. And look who else was there with you. It's Teddy. With you forever and always. What about this one?
I know just where it should go.
Excellent. This concludes our last culling. And you have done what I asked perfectly. Your walls are absolutely bursting with your memories. So much better than being bursting with them myself. Oh, I won't be flying away anytime soon. You can still find me in the halls of this house. Being gone from the attic, now among the world at last. I couldn't be more grateful. Well, my darling, I'm quite sad to say that it's over. I did not expect to enjoy getting through all that with you, but you are very pleasant company. And existing on my own now, unencumbered by stuff. I can't even tell you how good that feels. Thank you for making it possible. Oh, of course. Needless to say, you couldn't have done that without me. Or you wouldn't have, at least. But I also couldn't have done it without you. We both enjoyed ourselves, it seems. That we do. Thank you, my friend. More to organize.
Welcome back, co-curator. Let's return to our gallery design, shall we? There was one piece you didn't like, but hopefully this one you will. I mean, just look at this adorable little thing. I'm sure some might call it kitsch, but to me, it is perfectly quaint. That little house, that little brook, that little rainbow. You know, I read a wonderful story once about a young couple who escaped their city to stay for a weekend in a cabin just like this. They liked it so much, they moved in and never went back. Shall we discuss it? Lovely. What do you feel when you look at this? Of course. It was designed to do just that, I believe. The subject is immediately clear. There's no definitive point of view, no work required from the viewer. In fact, the majority of people looking at this would feel just the same way. At ease, not triggered. It was designed that way. And that is absolutely wonderful. Good feelings are good. Is this one you'd like to display? Where shall it go? Like this? Well, we are making excellent progress here. Just one more to go. Ah, the thrill of gallery design.
Oh, good. Could I run something by you for the sonata? I'm afraid I've hit a bit of a creative wall. It's nothing technical. I'd just like a second opinion. When we last left off, Piana, famous and beautiful Shan goddess, had been traveling the mortal realm trying to find a way back home. The charlatan magician she'd first sought out is now accompanying her, by the way. The magician knows the realm and its inhabitants better than Piana could ever hope to, and as such has helped Piana make personal connections. As it turns out, the magician isn't terrible company. Piana has come to enjoy her chats as they travel along, but this is where I hit a wall. The story has always been about Piana getting back home. Action, adventure, vengeance. But I've been toying with the idea of a romantic subplot between the magician and Piana. There's one more thing. I'd like to lodge a formal complaint against another member of the household. It's against Rainey. Yes, we are cut from different cloths, but both musical in nature. She was playing something classical the other day. There was a piano part. As resident piano, that should have been my responsibility. My role was usurped, and I'd like to place the record in question on the list of banned music. I've just started one. The The other option, of course, would be to have her play the record over and over again. Well, it was actually quite a lovely piece, and it caught my ear and gave me an idea for the composition. Oh, I don't know. Old habits die hard. I'll go introduce myself. Thanks for the kind ear.
The first time we really talked about food and how it made you uncomfortable, it really made me think. You are, in fact, the first one here to make me do something. Everyone else just lets me go off on a boil, but you make me simple. Give me things to stew on. I won't cook for you if you don't want me to, but I would regard you as my friend. If you'll have me. Now don't get up in arms if I mention food again. It's just still kind of my whole deal. But if you want to come back and talk about anything else, my pilot light is always on. A friend! Yes!
I am having so many feelings right now. On the one hand, this is the last piece, and how exciting that we have done so much good work on the gallery. And on the other hand, this is the last piece. And after this, I won't have such an easy reason to have you around and work with you. I almost don't know what to feel. I suppose I'll feel it all. That usually works. All? Oh, you mean just the two things I delineated a moment ago? Of course. Whew. You had me scared there for a moment. I have many other feelings, some not discovered yet by mankind. You have declined only one thus far, so the odds are good you'll like this one. This last one is a true modernist kick in the pants. I give you protest art in the style of the one and only Planksy. It's so irreverent and bold. I do love it. What do you think? Let's get into it. Oh, talk, talk, talk! Tell me things! As am I. I am on board with art as the perfect solution to just about any situation, and politics are no exception. How do you find this piece to be political? Are we going to display this one? And where is this fantastic thing going? Here? Well, well, well. Here we are. All 4 pieces for the gallery have been studied and placed. What an achievement! In the wake of it, there is something I need to tell you. And don't think I didn't notice your fantastic red shirt. You see, I've been thinking about you. About us. Look at you! You put up 3 paintings! What a wonderful start we've made to the gallery. And we did it together. There are ways I could be better pleased with that outcome, but not many. And on top of that, you talked with me so much. The art of a good conversation is only to be had with companions, I find. And you have been an exemplary one. So much so that I think I'm actually in love with you. And I must know how you feel. What do you think? Do you? Could you love me too? Tell me, will you be my lover, my muse? Of course. As long as I get to have you around, I am grateful and excited. As for all this new sensual energy, I guess I'll just go sculpt something. I've heard that can be a good release for the sexual urge. My excellent co-curator.
Guess what? The flirtilizer is totally working! Okay, not really, but I've been doing all this research on manifestation and positive self-talk, and I think it's going to be really helpful for me. Anyway, I'm actually glad you're back because... Drum roll once again, please. I've got a brand new plan to become a real plant. A real plant plan. After the flirtilizer debacle, I went back to the drawing board, started my research from scratch. And it turns out I was missing a key ingredient in my whole appraisal of the situation. Are you sure you're ready for this? It's called the woot. You're really gonna connect with this. The woot basically is love. I know it sounds cheesy, but hear me out. It means encouragement, visibility. Woot is the essence of giving someone support, cheering them on, believing in them. And you don't even necessarily have to feel those things in order to give them to someone. That's the crazy part. You can offer someone the woot before you feel it, and in the offering and by them receiving it, you actually get it too. You know what this sounds like, right? Total magic! I am so glad that you get it. Well, since you're already a fan, may I present the can?
Prissy holds up a small green and pink watering can. It seems pretty unremarkable to your eye, but you suppose you'll have to wait and see.
The watering can! This can, the technology in this humble garden implement is so specialized that it can literally hold and transfer the pure essence of woot from the can to me. And through the power of the woot, presto, I become real. The woot doesn't exist only in this can, of course, but according to the manufacturers, this is the most efficient way to preserve the power of the woot and transfer it in its purest form. Yeah, that totally works too, if you were intending to woo me, which would be interesting. Are you? I have have to say, I might just take you up on that. Provided you help make me real first. We can talk about that later. Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine how much root is lost to evaporation in a traditional transfer procedure. Common misconception, root is an essence. It's made more of thought and intention than of matter. When I first learned about it, I just assumed it was like peanut butter. But nope. So, here's what I need from you. I've already filled the can, but the root charging ceremony as described in the instructions takes 2. So we do the ceremony, and then you water me, or you wooter me, I guess, and then... I don't know. I guess I'm real. Ah, so exciting! What do you think? Are you ready? It will. Thank you. Okay, so to start, we both stand next to the can. Do we hold hands? No. Okay. And we both deliberately imagine the root making its way from the can across the medium of the water, intertwining with my roots. Exactly! And when we have this image firmly in our mind's eyes, we say with a big breath, and the woot shall be. Woot shall be? Yep, woot shall be. Okay. Imagining. Okay, I've got it. Do you have it? Wonderful. Okay, ready for the words? Here we go. And the woot shall be. Great! Quick! Pour the water!
You pour the woot, or the watering can at any rate, doing your best to think positive thoughts for sweet Prissy.
Is it working? I feel like it's working! The flirtilizer kind of tingled like pins and needles. This is much more soft, warm. It's like that time someone thought I was real and left me in a greenhouse for a few hours at the home warehouse. Gosh, what a fantastic day that was. I got to talk to a hydrangea, a real one. Can you see a difference?
Prissy looks just as she had before, save for a bit of extra moisture on her leaves.
Oh boy, if I have to stomach one more time that it hasn't worked, that I'm still not real, that I'm just a plastic plant, no different from a grocery bag or a bike tire. Oh no. It's amazing what you can take, isn't it? When you don't have a choice. I think I'd better rest now. Tired, but not defeated. Thanks for your help. You're just the best. I think this would be a lot harder without someone who believes in me.
Have you ever got so swept up in your walk you completely lost all sense of time? Well, then pay attention to this. I finished the concierto.
She holds a small booklet out to you, beside herself with excitement.
After spending time with Rainey, I came back and sat down, and it all just poured out of me. From sonata to concerto, a true repartee between solo piano and a full orchestra of friends. My very fast composition, fully complete. I've played it a few times from start to finish, and it's safe to say that I don't hate it at all. It's captured everything I wish to put to music. I was hoping to, but do you think anyone would want to hear me play? I'm afraid I may have been something of a diva when I first arrived. But I did apologize to Hoove, Lux, and Hector. Then, here we go. I'll go get dressed.
And away we go! Time to see the show! Though hearing music without a screen seems a little obscene. Ah, damn, Telly. No wild rhyming during the old school music. Remember what happened last time.
A concerto. I can't remember the last time I heard one of those. I hope this is better than those modern concerts that Bodhi used to put on.
Finally, I get to sit down for a bit and take in a performance.
I detest music, but I do like costumes.
I'm so happy to be parked in my very own corner. The best seat in the house.
Keys is dressed in a floor-length gown that makes her look even more elegant and grand than she already does. She is absolutely stunning. Rainey enters just after her, dressed in a charming tuxedo.
Here you go, honey. I've brought my finest duds and my highest quality speakers to capture all those dynamics you classical musicians want to hear.
Thank you, friends, for everything. Excellent. So am I. Rainey.
On me. And...
Keys and Rainey begin to play, each in beautiful harmony with the other. You sit back to take in the waves of music. You listen as long as you like, allowing the music to wash over you and transport you into Key's fantastic world.
Thank you for letting me sing at last. How was that? From start to finish. I couldn't have done it without you. You made me feel at home. Or rather, you gave me a home. I don't know if you noticed, but I made some changes to the narrative. Piana ends up staying in the mortal realm with the magician. You were the inspiration for the magician, by the way. You didn't pick up on that. I knew I hit it well. Did you like what I did with Piana and the magician's relationship? And what about the real Piana and her magician? Do they make a great match? I think I want to write a lot more pieces about them. Maybe we can even play it together. My love. Gotcha.
Rainey is in her own world once again, jamming out to a record so unpleasantly high-pitched and sped up, you're amazed no one has come by to complain.
Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in. You just couldn't get enough of my gay little tunes, huh? I knew you couldn't stay away. This house is full of wet blankets, man. I can't believe I'm here cutting the rug all by my lonesome. Time was, I'd be surrounded by sheiks and shebas all dolled up and ready to dance the night away. But I can't dwell on that. I can shimmy and shake just fine all by myself.
Rainey turns away from you, dancing to her own heart's content without a care in the world. She ignores you entirely, jamming out to her unpleasantly sped-up music. And then, with no warning or fanfare, the music stops with an unpleasant scratch.
Enough!
The needle of Rainey's record player is clutched in the hands of the perfectly coiffed and powdered Scandelabra. He somehow manages to look both put out and flirtatious all at once. He leers at the two of you, an artificial smile plastered to his pale face.
Hey, what gives?
I am trying to work on my love poetry. Normally, it would be effortless for an artist of my caliber. But your disgusting chaos noise is filling the house and pushing all the meter out of my mind. Either shut it off, or give me a little kiss. It is, isn't it? I can't believe you made me come all the way over here from the other end of the table, practically.
Oh, pipe down, you powdered palooka. Mind your potatoes and get lost.
Do you even hear the nonsense she spouts? It is impossible to speak to her. Why, even in the best of times, the music she played was unbearable. Though, of course, it's become even worse since she took that tumble. Oh, I wouldn't know. I would never tell. She simply hasn't been the same since that party. If you want to know more about this scandal, I would ask Celia. She was there for it all, and most importantly, she's at least given me a kiss. It doesn't matter. I can still taste the stucco. I'm not wasting a minute more on this if no one here will kiss me or turn the volume down.
Don't climb up your thumb, mister. Don't you listen to a word he said. I'm fine, and I've always been fine. I'm still hitting on all 8. But whatever. If that goofy guy is going to come back here and bump his gums every time I start having a little fun, I'll just dance here all by my lonesome to the music in my head.
And dance she does, in complete silence. Sometimes she hums a little, but even her humming has the same strange speed and pitch to it. Perhaps speaking to Celia might help you clear all this up.
Well, hello there, stranger. Looking for the other co-mayor? Great timing, she's actually free. I'll buzz you up at once.
Hello, darling. What can I help you with? Rainey. Ah, poor thing. She hasn't quite been the same since the incident. What did you want to know? I see. It's a tragic affair, really. But I'm one of the only objects in this home old enough to tell it, so I suppose it falls to me. The long and short of it is that she was damaged during a party. A wild one, if memory serves. She was knocked down from her perch just as things were really getting going. It was a catastrophic fall. Here, I'll write everything down for you. Take this to Rainey and tell her about it. She'll have an easier time believing it if you've got written proof.
Celia writes something quickly on a memo pad, handing it over to you. You can't help but linger on her beautiful handwriting. It's just as grand and elegant as she is.
She's a stubborn thing, but she still trusts me.
You leave the mayor's office, proof in hand.